Hello and welcome to Trading 5 Talents. In this video, I want to give the final results of my October 1K challenge. So if you remember from the introductory video for this challenge, what I wanted to do was take $1,000 of real money and give it to two of my trading bots that I made in Option Alpha. And based on previous win percentages of the paper bot version of these bots, I was expecting about a 75% win rate. I had the average win and loss of each of those bots in paper. And so I thought that I could get a 50% return in the month of October if the live bots performed as the paper bots did historically. So this is the final video giving the final results of my 1K challenge. So each week I had been updating, and I have shown you for the first 3 weeks, I really wasn't that profitable. Every gain that I had made, I pretty much gave back. So what has happened in these last 7 trading days of October? Well, before we get into that, what you can see here is the candlestick chart for SPY. This is a 30-minute chart from the beginning of the month all the way to the end of the month. And you can see we were well below the 5 and the 14 EMAs here. Towards the end of the first week, we started crossing over. We were on top of the indicators for just a little bit. It was really choppy price action right here. And then all of a sudden, probably this third week, it looks like we crossed below quite steeply below these indicators, and then we had remained beneath both of these indicators, and then finally towards the end of the month we started crossing into more of this neutral zone right here. Now if you remember what these bots did, both bots that I'm using are Ironfly bots, and they follow the direction of the trend of SPY based on these two indicators. So one bot opens up a 3 or 5 DTE Ironfly in the direction of the trend, while the other one opens up a directional Ironfly, but it's a 1 DTE, and it opens and closes theoretically the same day. So two different versions pretty much of the same strategy were the tools that I was using for this challenge. So let me show you the close position analysis of each of these bots. All right, over here in Option Alpha, this is where I made the bots and I deployed the bots. And if you are interested in trying Option Alpha out for yourself and either cloning these bots or making your own, then there's an affiliate link down in the description if you want to try it out. So this bot that I'm showing right now is the 7-20-20 directional Ironfly bot. So it's a 7 wide Ironfly, 20% profit, 20% stop loss. And I have messed around with the profit target and the stop loss. Over the last week, I was exiting the position just a little bit early because I was ahead and I didn't want to give back those gains, so I just closed out for a smaller win. So overall, this bot has made 35 trades, closed 35 trades with just under a 70% win rate. Now, this isn't for the entire month of October. It was actually, looks like, started September 12th. Right here is when I started the bot with the challenge. So it was already up $377. Here are some of the stats that you can see over here. But let me show you what these actual trades look like. All right, so here are the closed trades. So so starting right here, this October 5th expiration, this was the first one that was actually opened in October. And so these are, the first week, second week, third week. So the fourth week actually included, 5 trading days of the fourth week and then 2 trading days of the next week. So those dates were actually the 23rd to the 31st of October. And you can see those trades right here. So starting on the 23rd, it would have been this one down here at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions that were closed these last 7 trading days of October. And you can see it was a win, 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 and then a loss. This one closed November 1st, so it's not included in the 1K challenge. So let's start with this one down here, $23 profit. I closed this one early because I had this trailing stop. So once it hit 5 or 10%, then it had a 5% trail, and it reversed about 5%. So I got out with just under a 5% return. This one right here was it looks like I just closed it towards the end of the day. So right before market close, I already was up about 12%, and I didn't want to give those gains back. So I just closed the trade and was able to keep that $62. All right, with this next one, I gained $70. And what happened here, looks like I adjusted the trailing stop as I was trying to shrink it as it was getting more and more into profit. So it got up to 18.9% and then came back down around 5%. And I was able to make $70 on that one. This one right here. So with this one, I was almost up 12%, and it looks like, again, towards the end of the day, I just closed the bot because I was going into the weekend and I already had some gains. I didn't want to risk losing all of that by Monday's open with a big gap out of my favor, so I just closed it for just under 12%, so $60 gain. And then the last trade of the challenge for this bot was this one right here, and this one exited a day early because that was the part of the exit option. So it was supposed to exit or pretty much 24 hours before expiration. That's just built into the bot. And so that's what happened here, and it was a loss, $73. All right, here's the second bot, and the analysis page for this bot, you can see I made $137. So I did start this one at the beginning of the month, so these results are for this challenge. $137 for this, 13 positions, and it was just under 77% win rate. So back in the early stages of using this bot live, it had a very high win rate, and I had predicted that it was going to get back down to about 75% win rate. That's what I was expecting, and indeed it did come down to about a 75% win rate. So I think that's pretty good. That's what was expected, and so we can take a look at these trades as well. All right, so here are the trades. So starting down here is when I first started this bot, and you can see as I was updating both my weekly updates with the challenge as well as my YouTube shorts, I pretty much was break even for the first 3 weeks because I would win, lose everything that I won, win, lose. Here is a lose, win, and then the last set of trades were all winners actually. So the last full week of October, there were 3 wins in a row, and then the Tuesday of the last week, which was October 31st, I made $18 on this one. Now, it didn't close at a profit target of 10% or even the trailing stop, but I closed it close to the end of the day because I wanted to keep this gain in my 1K challenge profit column. So I closed it towards the end of the day and I made $18 on that. So would this have won if I would have held it overnight and had my 10% profit target? Well, we can check the paper version of this one right here. So the paper version of that one would be right here. And so you can see that, no, I would have actually lost about $107 on this particular trade because overnight it did not go in the direction that I needed it to go and actually closed for a loss, almost 25% loss. So it's a good thing I did exit that last trade at market close. Okay, looking at the trade log for my 1K challenge. So the account, again, I'm just naming it 1K challenge so I can have them all displayed here. This is the premium dashboard that I have for sale on my Etsy store if you're interested in checking it out. But this is where I log all of my options trades, and you can see the total P&L for each trade is here minus the fees. So if we come over here to the dashboard, what you can see is that for the month of October, I made $233.52 using both of these bots. So the ROI was 23.4%. Now remember, I was going for 50%. I almost got half of it, and I'm not sad that I got this. I mean, it is profit, so that's great. Yes, I would have liked 50%, obviously, but what I was really surprised with is that just about all of this profit came in those last 7 trading days. So a total of 34 trades were made. 24 of them were winners for a win rate of 70.6%. My average ROI was 3.14% per trade, $6.87 was the average win per trade. I was holding the trades on average for about 1.5 days, and then $7.30 per day was made. So here are some more stats. My largest win, $103.28. Average win, $51.78. My largest loss was negative $151.72, and my average loss was negative $100.92. Again, this highlights the 1 to 2 reward to risk ratio. So again, I'm getting about half of what I'm risking. And that has been what I have traditionally been doing with these iron fly bots. So the averages are lining up with what I am hoping to do. So again, only short position, so I don't have any long profit. Average short position is 687. Total fees that I paid were $24.48. So again, overall, $233.52 was profit. So the fees are already taken out. So I really did make $233.52. Now I mentioned that most of this profit came in those last 7 trading days. So in week 1, I had a 75% win rate and I made $172.24. In week 2, I lost $153.76. There was only a 50% win rate. In week 3, I made $16.96, 71.4% win rate. So that left me at the end of week 3 with a profit of $35.44. So by week 4, which was really the last week plus 2 trading days of the following week, so 7 trading days, I made $198.08 with an 81.8% win rate. And so that brings me to the total of $233.52. So was this challenge a success? Well, if you're counting just profit as a success, then yes, definitely. I made 23.4% ROI in 1 month using these 2 bots. I didn't hit my 50% target, but I'm happy that I came out with a win. So if you have any questions about these bots or the challenge or option alpha or this trade log, please leave a comment down below. I'll try to get back to it as quickly as I can. If you'd like to check out the trade log, there's a link down in my description to the Etsy store where you can download your copy. And if you would like to try out option alpha, there's also an affiliate link down there. And you can either make your own trading bots or you can clone someone else's, such as one of these, and try them out for yourself. Until next time, trade wisely and take care.